Good evening. Before we begin tonight's proceedings, I just need to let you know, in case of an emergency, there are fire exits there, and there. Thank you very much.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I would like you all to please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. I'm Demiana Azmi, and I'm here to welcome you all to this special occasion. Welcome members of the Board of Education, Mr. Scarice, and other central office administrators, faculty, parents and guardians, family, friends, and give it up for the awesome graduates of the class of 2013. As many of you know, I love birthdays. They're extremely exciting, usually consisting of a day-by-day countdown. Shout out to Anna Beatty. It's so close, only 144 days. Adam Klaus, 70 days until the big 1-8. On my birthday, when the clock turns 12, I scream and run into my sister's rooms. This year, my scream was followed by taping last year's birthday balloon to my shirt and wearing it around the house until I ate ice cream with my family. I think that high school graduation is a lot like, I think that my birthday is a lot like my high school graduation, bittersweet. Becoming an official adult made me a little uneasy. more responsibilities, leaving home to begin my own journey. Here today, we're thinking about the wonderful past and are a little uneasy about our futures. Most of us will be dorming in other states or maybe in another country. At the same time, birthdays and today are so sweet. Thank you, Chandler Berg, for all of the candy that you left me. Of course, I cannot overlook the fact that I can now buy all the things that are so enticingly marketed on infomercials. You must be 18 years old or older to call. On our birthdays or the birthdays of our loved ones, we often remember good times and tell people how much they mean to us. Today, I would like to remind us all to think of the sweet of this bittersweet occasion, to pause and reminisce about these past years. We are in an amazing school district with supportive families, friends, and teachers. We are all given the opportunity to an education. We often forget that receiving an education is one of the most empowering things in our lives. I think it's safe to say that none of us worry about whether or not we will have a meal tomorrow. That said, I would like to share a memory. My youth group goes to the New Haven Green on Saturdays to serve the homeless. I cannot forget the homeless man with a scratched up face and bleeding nose sitting on a wooden bench who said, "Remember the good things in life." As some of us may be familiar with the following saying, happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. I'm here today to remind us all to count our blessings, to set the goal to do the most good we can in a world that is often so dark. Life isn't about your college's good reputation, your job title, or the money. There's more to life than just that, and I challenge you all to think about what life really means. Mrs. Braceland in AP English has challenged us to do just that. In a novel, something that may seem as straightforward as a man drinking coffee in a coffee shop somehow ends up signifying the meaning of life and the truths of human nature. As she explains this multi-layered scene, we just nod our heads and pretend like that we had the same insight all along. The times someone has made you feel extremely loved and joyful are the significant times. Not necessarily the A on a physics test, although that's a rare occasion for me, and Mr. Blantic has told me that I'm a perfect candidate for class dits. As one of my teachers told me in an email last year, in the craziness of life, don't forget to take time for what is truly important. Today is bittersweet, but let us leave here knowing that we are extremely lucky and that we should all contribute to making our world more beautiful and more loving as we journey on our own unique paths and discover the meaning of life. Again, a warm welcome to all who are here and a shout out to all of my classmates who have made it this far. Let the ceremony begin.
Hey. Sorry I'm a lot taller than her, so this might take a little bit. Okay. My name is Healey, and hello, class of 2013. According to my sister, that's a rather unfortunate title, class of 13. Many people believe that 13 is cursed, an unlucky number. In fact, I recently discovered that fear of the number 13 has a specifically recognized phobia, triskaidekaphobia. Now bear with me. According to the great urbandictionary.com, which I know a lot of you use, triskaidekaphobia is also the word used to initiate jumping upon store mattresses, as in 1, 2, 3, triskaidekaphobia, and then you jump. Gotta love Urban Dictionary. It always teaches us something new. The lesson offered this time, embrace fear and use it to start something great, such as the joyous and rebellious jumping upon mattresses. This is my advice to you, my classmates, as well as to myself. Do not be afraid, but if you are afraid, use that fear as fuel to work towards some positive outcome. I remember one of the scariest days of my life. I shared it with most of you. It was August of 2009. I was an immature 14-year-old on my first day of high school. Back then, times were good. Usher had not yet discovered Justin Bieber, and the only crazy thing that Miley Cyrus did was party in the USA. I remember walking through the giant jail-like halls feeling completely lost. I was afraid that I would not make it to my classes on time. I was also afraid that I would not be able to make it through 9 complete periods of the day. 9. Thank goodness they changed to 6. Still, my greatest fear of all, I would trip up the stairs while in the middle of a huge crowd, which I did, more than once. In fact, to this very day, I still do that, and I have witnessed a lot of you do it recently as well. You know who you are. Anyway, as time went on, my initial fears faded and new ones took over. For example, the fear of being dress-coded. I mean, come on. I know for a fact that many of us, especially you boys out there, have spent time in mornings contemplating whether or not our shorts really reach our fingertips. There was also the, Latella's coming, quick, hide your phone. No matter how hard you tried, she always knew when you were making up excuses. Although, you have to admit that we did not make it very hard for her to figure out that our phones were not really off and that we were not really texting our mothers. In class, I feared falling asleep only to wake up to one of Mr. Sakula's witty remarks, or disappointing Mr. Hanson by failing to identify the source of his soliloquies or quotes. One of the most famous, "There's a bird on the lawn. It's romantic, isn't it, Tom?" I learned later that this quote was from the famous novel, The Great Gatsby. Thank you, Mrs. Landa. I also feared Mr. Glasser's screaming voice, and I especially feared AP physics tests. I feared coming in even a minute late to Mrs. McGrimley's calculus class during the last 2 weeks. 30 minutes is a lot of time to stay after school as a senior. I know that many of you have shared these fears with me over the years, and I also know that many of you have had many others. Fear of making a mistake during your first varsity game, fear of falling flat on a note during your big solo, fear of not pushing the values enough. Looking back upon our years at Danny Hand, we know one thing for certain. We have been afraid of a lot of stuff, but we have conquered all. We did not let our fears hold us back. We used our fears to make ourselves better. AP Calculus students used our fear of having to stay 30 minutes after school to learn how to arrive places in a timely fashion, a skill that surely will be quite useful in our futures. We all used our fear of getting dress-coded to learn how to dress appropriately. The girls' tennis team used their fear of losing to Amity again to win the SEC championship. The football team harnessed their fear of disappointing their fans and used it as fuel for an undefeated season and another state championship. We are number one. We are number one in a lot of ways because we are not afraid to be afraid. We should never let ourselves be afraid of fear. We should use it to our advantage as we have done for the past 4 years. Today, sadly, our time at the top is over. We will be released into the world at the bottom of the totem pole once again, just as we were on that August day 4 years ago. We will have new names to learn, places to see, and fears to try to face. We cannot let those fears stop us from accomplishing anything that we have set out to accomplish. Whether it is finding the cure to cancer, becoming the next president, or living at a shack on a beach in California, just enjoying life. A very wise man once said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." If you do not know who said that quote, you probably should not have graduated high school. He was a wise man because he was right. It's like that rather cliche saying, we cannot let the fear of striking out keep us from playing the game. We have to take the negatives and turn them into positives. Fear is negative if we let it take control. Fear is positive if we can use it to work harder, strive farther, and be happier. We must harness our fears and use them as fuel to accomplish something great, even if it is something as simple as a moment of pure joy created by jumping on a mattress. So, to all of you people out there who are afraid of the number 13, who believe that it is cursed and unlucky, I have some advice. Go jump on a mattress. But remember, do not start jumping until you hear the words, 1, 2, 3, triskaidekaphobia. Rather than something that keeps you inside with a 4-leaf clover and a horseshoe on your door on a beautiful Friday the 13th afternoon, your fear will be something to smile and laugh about. As for my classmates, I say we should embrace the fact that we are members of the class of 13. After all, 12 is only a dozen, while 13 is a baker's dozen. Who doesn't want that extra donut? We've worked awfully hard to get it. We deserve to be the class of 13. Congratulations, we did it.
Good evening. Thank you to all the family and all the friends for coming out to our graduation. And in light of recent events, I'd like to thank, in particular, the extended family members, because it has become clear that you guys mean so much to so many of our students, and they wanted you to attend our graduation so badly that in the past 24 hours, there has been an online bidding battle over extra graduation tickets. So intense, it could probably have its own TV show on the Discovery Channel. Storage wars, property wars, and coming to you Wednesdays this fall, graduation ticket wars. My name is Matthew Griffin, as many of you know. I'm going to be honest, this is the best speech you will hear in your entire life. Yeah, oh yeah. Therefore, I request that you all cheer wildly for me when I'm finished. I think I speak for all students when I say I'm excited to finally graduate from the best high school in Madison, Connecticut. I'd like to thank some people who helped us along the way. Thank you to all of our teachers. You guys taught us so much for the past 4 years. Thank you to all our administrators who really kept us in line for the past 4 years. Feel free to laugh. I'm sorry. Thank you to all of you students because we really stuck it out together. A big thank you to SparkNotes, of course. And most of all, I would like to thank my mother, Pamela, for always telling me I was the most handsome boy at school. And as I look around today, I see that that's still true. I have prepared some rhymes in an effort to capture the essence of our great class of 2013. So, keeping my request in mind, here it goes. Today is the sweet day of our glorious graduation, a day of pride, of happiness, of true elation. We worked hard, made it through 4 years. How about that? Now finally, we can wear this sick robe and hat. But in all seriousness, we can expect many classmates to achieve fortune and fame, maybe even as fast as Mrs. Braceland changed her last name. That was fast. We have intellectuals going to some of the nation's great schools. It is surely safe to say that our class has no fools. We have athletes too, like Hugh Whelan, oh how fast he hustles. And who could forget Matt Walsh's absurd arm muscles? He's sitting all the way in the back, but it's like the only thing I see when I look up every time. We will remember this year for Hurricane Sandy, a week in the dark, and also for the tribulations of ladies' man Jack Clark. Give a wave. Where are you? Oh, yeah. We have had great teachers along the way, too, some of whom I'll acknowledge. They are sure to be remembered even well past college. Mr. Glasser, for instance, I think we all agree he rocks. Some advice, though, please stop carrying around that box. Mr. Holleran, your class prepared us for when we took the SATs. Not to mention, we all loved your Friday Funny Cats. Mrs. McGrimley, you cheered us up when calculus made us pout, even though you threatened detention when we left without signing out. Mrs. Braceland made us all much better writers, we'll never forget. And how about that 5-page essay after visiting the Met? One to remember. Senora Carrasco, many of us owe our Spanish success to you alone. I wish I had a dime for every time you said, mi hija Simón. Profe Hibbard, though I never had you, I knew you and experienced your effects. I'm really going to miss asking you if you've been working on your pecs. Hard as a rock. Who doesn't? Now that I have described some experiences with teachers, you can tell that our lovely class of 13 really gave them hell. But it was all with love, and we will miss you very much when we are out in the world furthering our lives and such. So here come the cheesy words of wisdom you may have guessed. Class of 13, you've made it this far, so continue to do your best. There's a world of success ahead of us, so fear not, dive right in. But don't forget the great Danny Hand to which you've been. All the stuff you have done, the things you have learned, and most of all, the success and opportunities you have earned. We have shared together 4 years of great times, and I'm sure by now you are getting sick of the rhymes. But now may I remind you of my very simple request. Clap and cheer wildly for the boy who is handsomest. Not yet! Wait! There's one more line. Now I will close by saying, be happy, the day is finally here. You're about to graduate, so celebrate and crack open the soda. Stay beautiful.
And I'll try not to sing out of key. Have a little help from my friends, help from my friends. Have a little help from my friends, little help, little help. Have a little help from my friends. Oh, no.
What do I do when my love is away? No, how do I feel at the end of the day? Don't get sad no more.
Have a little help from my friends, help from my friends. Have a little help from my friends, little help, little help. Oh, have a little help from my friends. Oh, no. Oh, do you need anybody? Do you need?
I just need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
I need somebody to love. I need somebody to love. I need somebody to love.
Have a little help from my friends, help from my friends. Have a little help from my friends, little help, little help. Oh, have a little help from my friends. Oh, no. Oh, do you need
anybody? I just need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? Oh, I need somebody more than anybody. Oh, I need somebody. I just need some help from a friend. Just a little help from a friend.
How do I say goodbye to what we've had? The good times that made us laugh outweighed the bad. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If we get to see tomorrow, I hope it's worth all the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I take with me the memory that brings sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
And I'll take with me the memories to bring sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Well, all right. Although inspired in part by a true incident, the following story is fictional and does not depict any actual person or event. In the Madison public school system, the educational community is comprised of several separate yet equally important groups: the students, the staff, and the parents. These are their stories. Tuesday, June 11th, 2013, 1:47 p.m. Period 6, Senior Civics. Instructor, Christopher Pagliuco. There I sat, completely engaged in the learning taking place around me. I could feel my adrenal glands empty adrenaline into my bloodstream at the end of each sentence articulated by Mr. Pagliuco. Theories of government, defining act of citizenship, anti-disestablishmentarianism, I simply could not get enough. And lucky for me, there was no stopping Mr. Pagliuco. Until all too soon, the lesson abruptly ended for me. Mr. Earlbeck, the director of the Department of English, flung open the door to Mr. Pagliuco's room and motioned for me to join him in the hallway. "Zach," he said, "I read the rough draft you sent me, and it is a wonderful essay on the human condition and the meaning of existence, but a dreadful graduation speech. I respect your work, but consider more deeply the class of 2013. I understood the directive. You want me to launch an investigation into the class of 2013. No, said Mr. Earlbeck. I want you to, but I had already stopped listening and begun to plan how I would gather evidence and build my case. Wednesday, June 12th, 6:45 a.m., before period 1, the office of the Director of Guidance. As I stood waiting anxiously for the Director of Guidance, Mrs. Jean Baker, to enter her office, I reflected on the disappointment of the previous evening. Wanting to conduct my investigation from the top down, I had originally sought to meet with the true administrators of DHHS. Unfortunately, the football team was already under investigation for violating Connecticut's newly passed gun laws and was registering their arms and legs as assault-style weapons. Eventually, a tired-looking Mrs. Baker entered her office, forcefully shook my hand, and invited me to sit down. I did so reluctantly, not wanting to let my guard down while still on duty. She had apparently been up all night compiling the various achievements of the class of 2013. A median SAT score of 2,400 on the 1,600 scale. 4 Pulitzer Prize winners, 5 Pulitzer Prize winners at the conclusion of this speech, and of course, a Grammy-winning jazz band. In fact, according to macroeconomics teacher Mr. Peter Nye, if grade point averages could be converted to US dollars, the class of 2013 could have bailed out Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and AIG twice. Friday, June 21st, 2013. DHHS graduation, the Madison Town Green. Today, I concluded my investigation. Members of the class of 2013 have gone to Washington, D.C. to speak at official U.S. summits, have taught history and leadership classes in Africa, have built houses in Appalachia, and have completed innumerable hours of community service. Last year, when Daniel Hand students took AP exams, nearly 80% scored a 3 or higher, with nearly a quarter scoring 5 out of 5. And so, educators, administrators, and members of the Board of Education, I, acting as the judge, the jury, and yes, the executioner, find you all guilty of aiding in the collective success of the class of 2013, and hereby sentence you to yet another grueling year of interacting with adolescents. Parents, given your incalculable contributions to the success of your children, I hereby fine you college tuition. Finally, classmates, we're all guilty of the previously mentioned achievements and quite a bit more. And so I sentence us to leaving Daniel Hand and the Madison community for the better part of the next 4 years. Careful though, because I know you're all repeat offenders. Thank you and congratulations.
Hello. Oh my God. As class valedictorian, as someone who has left his car running in the parking lot for the entire school day, twice in the same week, as someone who has gone to the wrong class in the wrong period and not realized it until 20 minutes in, twice this year, as someone who has misjudged the 3-foot depth of the shallow end of his own pool and injured his foot jumping into it, and as someone who has eaten Cocoa Puffs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a single day, 5 days ago, I feel both truly honored and really confused to be up here. Thank you. Yes. Fellow members of the class of 2013, as we move off to college and beyond, I think many of us feel the temptation to erase any embarrassing memory of who we were before and pretend to be completely new people. Don't. Yes, the awkward things we've done in the past are painful to think about, but they also define us and should never be hidden. We have all written our college entrance essays, and most of us just cringed because we already hate what we wrote. We have all done poorly on an assignment in school, and in our embarrassment, stuffed the grade into our notebooks, never to be seen again. And we have all made up stories about how we got an injury, because the truth, having pencil dived into the shallow end of a pool, is too embarrassing to share with other people. We all look back on our past selves and cringe, and try to conceal embarrassing memories from both ourselves and others. We should not. Just because something is out of sight does not mean it should be out of mind. In my sophomore year at Daniel Hand, I started recording my memories in a journal, in which I wrote everything from predictions of how many years it would take for Max Sims to take over the world. Yep, I don't know where he is. To angsty rants against whoever designed the traffic-filled roads that triple the length of my commute to Daniel Hand. In that single text file on my computer, I can scroll back 2 years in time and look back at the thoughts of my past self. And as it turns out, as much as there are embarrassing entries that I want to erase forever, there are also thoughts which still sound like bright ideas. No matter how painful they are to recall, our memories are important. If we never preserved and recorded embarrassing things, the notepads of psychoanalysts listening to patients would be strangely empty. Every memoir would be half as long. Every person who failed at anything would think themselves helplessly alone.
we'd get smiley faces instead of letter grades, and nobody would put nutrition facts on Cocoa Puffs to remind me of my crimes against my body. So again, as we move off to college and beyond, we feel the pull to abandon our old selves. I am not saying college is not a time for change, but we should all change for the right reasons. Be positive. You are smarter now than you might choose to remember in the future. Don't change to erase the past, change to make remembering the present an enjoyable experience. When all else fails, laugh, and don't be afraid to fail, and be thankful that our teachers, administrators, and parents work tirelessly to allow us to fail safely. Today, we take our first step into college, and though it's sometimes tempting to view that as an escape, it's important to remember that while they will be out of sight, the people of this community should not be out of mind. I think we should all keep in touch. Email Mrs. McGrimley about how much your calculus classmates suffer because they never were taught the quotient rule song for finding derivatives. Every Friday, send Mr. Holleran pictures of funny cats and videos of your new friends doing the parabola dance. Tell Mrs. Braceland how the writing of your literature professor is sexist because he used the word ottoman instead of auto-person. And don't forget to call your parents. Class of 2013, it's an absolute honor to get to stand here. Thank you for some fantastic 18 years. Yes.
Class of 213, I can't say what fabulous, fabulous speeches these kids said tonight. They're unbelievable. Tonight, I want to... So tonight, I'm going to take a liberty and begin by thanking on your behalf your families for their unconditional love, your teachers, counselors, and coaches for sharing their passion and wisdom, your friends for always being there, your community for their encouragement and support. We also thank the First Congregational Church in the town of Madison for sharing this beautiful setting, and Mrs. Lynch and Mr. Burr for attending to all the details and making this a memorable evening. So here you are, sitting on top of the world. You have all your support systems in place. You have your room decorated just the way you want it. Mom and Dad are great cooks. There's always food in the refrigerator. You have great clothes. You have your best friends. You know your teachers and coach all genuinely care about you. And most of you have made decisions about the fall. And for the past 4 years, you have known that you would be graduating and moving on. And here you sit in less than 2 minutes, graduating. Nervous? Of course you are. I understand that nervous feeling because retiring, also like graduating, is facing the unknowns. But that is the exciting part of it. You are going to make new friends who will also become your best friends, have professors, bosses, and other authority figures who will be brilliant and inspire you. You'll come to understand the reality of compromise when living with others outside of your family structure, and you'll come to appreciate the importance of being organized and managing your time. As you enter this new world, I ask you to keep the doors open. Take advantage of the many new and different opportunities that come your way. Use the todays and tomorrows and the years to come to figure out who you are and what you love. Take your time, there's no bell. Then follow that passion or dream. Simply put, what you love, enjoy, follow that as your life's directions. And along the way, don't forget to contribute to the success of others. Aaron Lee wrote the following poem published in the Phoenix magazine. It was entitled Summers. Sitting on the porch, under the spell of a good book, mellowed by the warm glow of the sun, mindlessly winding my hair around a finger, ever anxious to turn the page, reaching the end, sad but content. As we finish the final page at Daniel Hand High School, there is no doubt sadness in leaving behind 4 years of amazing memories, but content to say the very least. 4 years ago at your freshman assembly, I asked you to make thoughtful choices. I ask you to do the same today and every day thereafter. My hope for you is that you will be as fortunate as I have been, looking forward to each day with excitement. You all have been the best. Congratulations, class of 2013. Mr. Screese, I have the honor of presenting to you the 320 members of the class of 2013 who have successfully met the academic requirements of the state of Connecticut and the Madison Board of Education and are entitled to receive their diplomas.
Demiana Joy Asme. Chandler Noel Burke. Bridget Ann Bunda. Lauren Rose Gallagher. Erin Barbara Healey. Sheila Libing Huang. Ellery Richard Newton. Arthur Vansel Wilkins. Daniel Anthony Joseph Acabo. Matthew Carl Allen. Efren Alvarado III. Gianna Lynn Amplo. Patricia Lorene Amwan. Sarah Anna Louie. Erica Grace Anderson. Kyle Anderson. Paige Snowden Andrews. Allison Rose Aaron. Shay Ann Bacon. Elizabeth Paige Benasiak. Marcel Devin Barnaby. Robert Lee Barrett III. Mark Daniel Barrow. Emily Catherine Bartosik. Andrew Stone Bastion. Anna Banks Beatty. Benjamin Kohler Bednarzik. Brandon Bruce Beebe. Ryan Robert Bell. Alexis Catherine Bennett. Christopher O'Shea Bennett. Sophie Ariane Berger. Lauren August Betts. Madeline T. Betts. Kelsey Joy Bean. Brendan J. Bilchek. Kara She Bloomfield. Robert Timothy Blunden. Michaela Arena Bosch. Kate Irene Boudreau. Brianna Camille Braxton. Hunter Chamberlain Bridge. Megan Elizabeth Brink. Devin Michael Brown. Kyle H. Brown. Justin M. Buck. Lindsay Margaret Buckley. Chase Christian Bunis. Jason Mario Burke. Helen Margaret Burland. John Tyler Brzezinski. Richard Edward Bird. Nicole McCormick Cahill. Jeffrey Clark Candy. Mario Pompey Cariello. Travis Parker Carlisle. Connor Michael Carpenter. Hunter Paul Carpenter. Jessica Catherine Carr. Connor James Carroll. Dennis Charles Carroll. John Richard Castaldo. Valerie Erica Kavanaugh. Carter Hamilton Chatillon. Larissa Jean Chasen. William Lowell Chupp. Benjamin Elford Citron. Clayton Cromwell Clark. John Robert Clark. Nicole Mary Clark. Aaron Kathleen Cody. Andre F. Cador. Henry David Cohen. Olivia Nicole Cohen. Jana Regina Concannon. Sean Spicer Condren. Benjamin C. Cohn. Leah Rose Connolly. Amelia Elizabeth Kuhn Williams. Maximilian Rafferty Kuhn Williams. Eileen Michelle Creaser. Allison Marie Colmo. Olivia Marie Cushing. Isabella Ilona Daniels. Stephanie L. DiLoretto. Melanie Del Pescio. Emma Grace DePiro. Amy R. Doheny. Megan Demkowski. Christine Nicole Donut. Samantha Suzanne Duty. Colin Levy Duman. Grace Sandra Driscoll. Kara Elizabeth Dry. Scott James Duncan. Jennifer E. Durkin. Keegan Austin Dwyer. Luke McNeil Edwards. Matthew P. Elias. Maxwell Crosby Enright. Skylar Stills Enright. Caleb L. Ewald. Nicholas Michael Fairchild. Timothy Hazlitt Farmer. Kazra Fatimi. Elsa Ann Fecky. Kimberly Ann Fellman. Nicholas M. Fiango. Catherine Elaine Filer. Anthony M. Finelli. Margaret Thompson Fitzgerald. Alyssa Morgan Fleshman. Elizabeth Marilyn Florentine. Glenn Jr. Foreman. Danielle Marie Fortier. Josiah A. Fox. Ryan Paul Gabriel. Annalise Ray Gaffney. Carolyn Joanne Gallagher. David Gao. Jacob Alexander Griffith Gardner. Zachary James Griffith Gardner. Christina Jean Garnett. Sarah Ivy Geller. Peter Gerson. Catherine Margaret Given. James H. Golich. Cameron Gravina. Amanda Lee Griffin. Matthew Lyons Griffin. Kathy Guo. Christopher William Hackett. Jennifer Reynolds Hahn. Julia Walker Hahn. Aaron Lee Hollenbeck. Jake Woodrow Hansen. Stephanie T. Hansen. Oh, Stephen T. Hansen. Max Head. Adam Holken Helgeson. Erin Elizabeth Hennessy. Kaylee Jane Higgins. Taylor Autumn Higgins. Mackenzie Lauren Hochter. Brenna Elizabeth Holleran. Anne Elizabeth Horton. Kevin James Hunt. Emily Benson Hurley. Trisha Ann Hurst. Chelsea Rose Hutton. Connor N. Hines. Nikhil H. Jane. Nikita Jane. Hannah Carol Johnson. Brendan Matthew Kelly. Andrew John Canali. Tyler M. Kilkenny. Lindsay Jean Kirby. Daniel Chase Class. Adam Jeffrey Klaus. Anna Nora Kochakian. Emily K. Kostich. Grace Ann Elizabeth Kramer. Paige Whiting Cronauer. Bronwyn Gallagher Keeler. Matthew Christopher Lasance. Michaela Jessica Lasky. Jessica Lee Loughton. Henry William Lavin. Matthew John LeClaire. Kendra Jean Lena. William Clay Lenahan. Gabriella F. Leone. Stephanie Marie Levin. Annika N. Levine. Douglas Seth Levine. Jonah Roland Lewis. Andy Lee. Tiffany X. Lee. Emily Ann LaCursey. Connor Peter Liska. Claudia Ann Lone. Constantine Lukopoulos. Margaret Emily Lucier. Andrea M. Lynch. Daniel Brian Lyons. Cooper Ray McGregor. Eliza Beatrix McLeod. Caitlin Mary Melafronte. Robert John Maloney. Rebecca C. Martone. Dylan John Mather. Kayla Catherine Moss. Hunter Paul Mayhew. Lauren Allison McAllister. Tyler John McAndrews. Carlin Nona McCarthy. Ryan T. McManus. Brian Dylan McNearney. Ryan Michael Molino. Allison Linda Marullo. Nicholas Vincenzo Metaxas. Cynthia B. Miller. Sarah Elizabeth Montgomery. John Reed Morgan. Jacqueline M. Morris. Samantha M. Morris. Bailey Mulqueen. Brian Murphy. Joseph C. Natarelli. Caroline Grace Neighbors. Julie Ann Nijelik. Ryan P. Noftel. Matthew Anthony Nolan. Carla Francesca Nowak. Adam Michael Nuzzo. Elise Catherine Nye. Evan Dalton O'Neill. Ian Christopher O'Toole. Lauren Elise Okamoto. Matthew Robert Oman. John Michael Ovian. Daniel A. Padelli. Jennifer Catherine Palmer. Nicole Ray Pandolfini. Charlotte Ann Perdalis. Sarah Beauty Pascalacqua. Michelle Rose Peck. Caitlin Marie Perlman. Rachel Rose Petrini. Tyler Christian Phillips. George Pidvisotsky. Casey Elizabeth Piltz. Griffin Joseph Piltz. Vincent Anthony Pizzagalli. Leah Elizabeth Pluchino. Thomas James Powell. Andrew Castaldo Preston. Jason Brian Raleigh. Mitchell Mark Rodot. Dylan Christopher Reese. Gavin Thomas Reeves. William T. Reynolds. Matthew Shea Richard. Ian Campbell Richardson. Amy Elizabeth Ricco. Alexandra Elizabeth Ryder. Lindsay Elizabeth Rainier. Kelsey Morgan Roberts. Jake A. Robertson. Sochil Aime Rodriguez. Marissa Lee Rossi. Victoria May Rodermond. Amanda R. Rubano. Noah Max Rubin. Meredith Rose Ruggiero. Alexandra Eileen Russell. Alexandra Elizabeth Ryan. Spencer Taryn Singh Sabo. Matthew P. Sagnelli. Amy Francis Salerno. Michael W. Santry. Allison Rose Schaller. Leland A. Schoen. Thomas Flynn Schultz. Justin M. Sirio. Nina B. Shack. Mahir A. Sheik. Jennifer Chloe Simino. Sabrina Lynn Simpkins. Maxwell Trigby Sims. Corey O'Brien Smith. Wayne D. Smith. Andrew Clay Sochet. Kevin Nelson Sousa. Matthew L. Speed. Stephen K. Spinato. Chloe Hardy Squitero. Luke Anthony Stelhesky. Weston John Staples. Nathaniel Teague Steeman. Emma Catherine Stewart. Bailey Caitlin Stokes. Joshua R. Stokes. Berkeley B. Stone. Matthew David Sullivan. Liza Ellen Sweitzer. Olivia Rose Sweitzer. Gregory John Sidor. Eric Christopher Syvertson. Rebecca Lynn Talmadge. Christopher James Teeling. Cameron Grant Thompson. Kyle A. Tobin. Kelly Marie Tomasevich. Alexander M. Tuchero. Carolyn Rose Toomey. Jason E. Vargoshi. Emily Jane Villadaki. Richard Anthony Volmer. Rebecca Patrice Wade. Jason Michael Way. Matthew Thomas Wallach. Ryan Timothy Wallach. Matthew Thomas Walsh. Lindsay Ann Wargo. Casey Reed Weingarten. Jacqueline Victoria Wellington. Hugh Oscar Whelan. Catherine Margot Widman. Lloyd Chandler Williams. Zachary Allen Wilson. Nora Catherine Winkler. Kevin Edward Wyville. Grace Louise Woods. Elena Michelle Zakos. Emma Riley Zeckler. Isabel Rose Zeckler.
All right, so I'm gonna give everyone a chance to sit down. Hey. Thanks, man. Love you too. All right, so I'm here to lead us, the class of 2013, in the last arbitrary action as high schoolers, the flipping of the tassel. All rise. There we go. Yeah! Whoa!